Hi friends, sorry there, just had to quickly grab the museum for today's build. Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name's Dalia, and I hope you guys are all having an absolutely wonderful day. So as you can see, I've done some terraforming to prepare for this build, or at least it appears like I've done some terraforming to prepare for this build, but what actually happened was, I already recorded this build, and I hated the way that it looked, so I just destroyed everything and started fresh. But yeah, if you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be doing another speed build. Today we're going to be building my museum. As you saw, I grabbed the museum from Tom Nook, and yeah, this is where we're going to be doing it. If you can see on my map here, we are on the left hand side just below Marty's bee farm, and basically I want to do like a sunken water, basically like a sunken waterfall, but for a museum. And before we even begin this video, I want to show you the absolutely adorable dress that I'm wearing today. It has, I believe it's lemons or flowers on it. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's super, super cute. And I will be leaving the creator code in the description as well as the bottom of the screen here. So without further ado, we're just going to get started on this video. If you guys like it, please don't hesitate to let me know what you guys think down in the comments and by liking this video. And if you're new to my channel, don't hesitate to subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of the little community that we're building here on YouTube. So first thing I had to do was make this little spot that's going to be the incline. My biggest issue with this whole build was realizing I didn't have enough space when I initially did it to fit like the incline and the museum where I wanted it. So I had to basically pay 150 bells to move the museum, move it back away so I could re-terraform, and then move it back here again. And then that on top of the 2 inclines I need for this build, I spent a lot of bells. So I think it's worth it in the end. I'm really happy with the way that it finally turns out. So we headed over to Resident Services again and grabbed the incline I was going to be using for right from the entrance from Marty's bee farm, and I went with the white plank path, which is super cute. And then my little babies were doing yoga in the plaza, so I just joined them for a moment. And then we got right back to the build. So literally the only plan I had for this build is that I wanted it to be right below Marty's Sunny Farm, and originally I was actually going to do the museum on the 2nd tier, but then I thought it'd be kind of cool to do like kind of like a sunken museum area. So we're gonna have the museum on the left side here, which I fiddled around the area with a little bit more before putting it down, and then I wanted there to be a slightly small seating area to the right where the tree I just planted is, and that's pretty much the only plan I had in mind. I wanted originally there to be a lot of water terraforming, and that's actually what I did in my original build, but it didn't work. So we went with this instead, and I'm actually extremely happy with the way that this turned out. Can we all agree that cutting down the stumps and using them as like decoration is so cute? Alright, so after a little time jumping just to quickly, you know, move the museum into the right place and get the new incline, I was ready to start decorating. We're eventually going to start with the other incline we need right here, which we'll have to go grab from resident services, and then we're going to start with some pathing. For this one, I wasn't entirely sure which ramp to go with. Decided to go with the natural plank because I think the area below it is going to be very like natural, foresty, spring core, a bunch of words, random words together. But yeah, I ended up going with the natural incline, which I actually like. I don't do much decorating below it right here, but I quite like that I didn't use the same ramp for both. I wanted to make sure I like mix and matched and use like a variety of different planks. So I initially actually went with the spring path, but I absolutely hated the way that it looked, like the little daisy path I have. So I decided to end up going with this, the dirt path. And if you guys didn't see my last video, my last villager hunt, we finally got Poppy on the island. I was trying to hide her for the next video, but yeah, she's here. If you haven't seen that video yet, yeah, we found her. So yeah, then I just slowly started going around the area, kind of seeing where I could possibly plant some additional trees. As you can tell, this area is very small, so it's not like a lot of trees could originally be planted here anyway. But I think I managed to get a few in here, and I think that it looks really good. But I didn't want to cover up the museum entrance. I still wanted you to be able to see it. And then I decided over in this area I was going to put like a little picnic area, like, well, not really a picnic area, but like a picnic blanket kind of spot. And I actually used a couple of new designs, in particular this really cute 2-tile lace design I found, which is absolutely adorable. The creator of that lace design actually also made the dress that I'm wearing today. It's so cute. I will leave the creator code and her socials in the description so you guys can check it out. It looks absolutely so cute. I just quickly headed over to the Nook's Cranny to grab a couple of trees. Like I said, I wanted to make sure to incorporate a lot of trees, and even though there's only a few like in the direct area in front of like the museum, I used quite a few on the cliffs behind it, which I think definitely give it an additional height and dimension for the build. The worst thing about decorating the museum, at least for me, is the fact that it's a very big building, so you want to make sure that if you don't want it to like stand out and be such a huge staple piece, you have to be kind of creative with how you decorate behind it and around it to, in my opinion, just like shrink it and make it slightly smaller, because it is obviously like the biggest building in the game. But I think I managed to do it pretty well, and I think one of the best ways I managed to do that was to do it on like the first cliff level and then build up cliffs around it, and I think it looks really great in the end. And because I wanted there to be like a small water fixture in this area, I decided to go with just a 3rd level cliff with some waterfalls and this small little pond. Nothing big, but I actually intend to make an even bigger version of this to the right side of the museum the next time I build there, which will probably be the next video, I think. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with the way that this looks. You can kind of see it when you're on the 1st level by the museum, but it's nothing too big, but it's actually quite cute. I was actually originally going to show you guys some of the footage from the original build, but it's so terrible and just further proves that I'm so bad at water terraforming that I couldn't bring myself to show it to you guys. So just see my like really bad water terraforming here, and just imagine this on like a grander scale and you'll have an idea of how bad that build went. So as you can see, I'm crafting a bunch of swinging benches, and let me know if you guys can guess what I'm actually going to be doing with them, because I've seen a bunch of people do this on their islands and it looks absolutely amazing. So I'm really excited to try it out. I think it's going to look really great. So as you can see, I'm lining the swinging benches on the edge of the cliff here, and if you actually go to the top, it looks like fencing. Like, how amazing does that look? And I wanted this to be like an outlook area so you can see Marty's honey farm, and I think it looks amazing. I've seen a lot of people do this, especially with the darker version of the swinging benches, and I decided to go with white just to kind of match like the rest of the items around it, and it looks absolutely so cute. And I wish we had a fence like this in the game. I really hope they add more fencing because we desperately need more, and we need more color variations too. So then to change the pathing up, I decided to use the daisy path to lead to this little area just on the outside of the beach. I did not decorate the beach today, but I do decorate this little tiny area here, kind of like as a direct connection to the museum, and I think that it looks extremely cute in the end. And then for some reason I buried the beautiful statue, like what? like what? It was so, you should have heard me. I was laughing so hard when this happened. I'm like, of course I would bury the beautiful statue. But yeah, anyway, so to decorate the outside of the museum area and the cliffs around it, I wanted to make sure to incorporate tons of items that you can see in the museum. So I used some statues, some paintings, and then I also used some of the smaller fossils on the cliff edges around the museum. And here I am using that lace design again, and I put the swinging wrens on top of it. It looks so cute. I use the word cute a lot. I removed it from here because I didn't want to use it twice, and I ended up putting some different things there. And then I had these little lace circle rubs I also just downloaded. So I put some of the statues on it. The beautiful statue looks so cute on top of it with it peeking out a little bit. So adorable. And I terraformed the area a little bit to put the Valiant statue there, and I found this adorable lace 4-tile coat to use below it, and when I tell you, it looks so nice underneath it. You can kind of see the lace peeking out just slightly. It's so adorable. I'm so happy that I downloaded it. I think it looks super cute. Like, look how adorable that looks. Like, that's like chef's kiss. Amazing. It's so cute. And I'm really glad that I used the Valiant statue. I've been meaning to use it in more builds, but because it's so big, it's kind of hard to like incorporate it into a lot of areas, but I think it looks super cute in that little space. And I actually used one more closer to like that little waterfall area later on, and they just look so nice there. And then behind this little area, I decided to put some hedges and the country fencing, just to give a little bit more height and like connect the spaces a little bit better, which I think looks so nice. And then I put this picnic blanket down where this little lookout area is. I didn't know what I wanted to do with this space, but I had like enough room. So I put down this picnic blanket, and then I'll show you guys what I do a little bit later on. And then I started decorating the cliffs, and like I said, I used a little bit of the small fossils, which I think look really nice. They kind of look like just stones that are like kind of incorporated into the land, and they just look really nice. Like this one, I make sure to tuck them into the trees. They look so nice. Then I just surround them with a lot of flowers and weeds. And I was trying to use this cherry blossom pond stone, which looks so cute, but it didn't quite work with the area, so unfortunately I do end up getting rid of it, but I promise I'll try to use it in a different build later on. And then once again, I have this little space here, so I wanted to put the little mush stool, and I customized it to the white color because I think the color looked the nicest. It was between this and the green color, and I went with the white one, which I think looks really good. And then I just had to quickly stop and take a couple of photos because Dobie's hanging out in the little honey farm field, and he just looks so cute. And then I tried to get Filbert's attention, and he ignored me, so that hurt a little bit, but we went back to decorating. I put the Valiant statue there like I said I was going to, which looks so amazing. And then I decided to use this little lace design once again on the floor here, and I put a little rocking chair there in a minute. And then after doing this, I was just putting down some additional pathing just to fill the area up before I went to decorating more with a couple more furniture items. So on the outside of the museum area, kind of like connected to the beach, I put a couple of paintings down. It kind of feels like an outdoor gallery, kind of like an extension of the museum itself. And it looks so cute, and I wanted to plant a tree here, which you see me doing there, but once it grows in, it's really big, so I actually do end up chopping it down to just leave the stump, which I actually think looks really nice for the area too. And then I put down some of the lace designs underneath the paintings, just to kind of fill the area in a little bit more and kind of like fancy it up a little bit. And then I just quickly plant some flowers and weeds just to kind of like make sure that the area still feels very natural. And I decided to actually plant a cliff tree here just to kind of give myself a little bit more space to work with on the first level. And I actually really like the way that it looks. It still has a very big cliff there, but it's now a little bit more condensed, and I was able to incorporate more items. And then I just had to fix up the path a little bit, and I think it looks really, really nice. So I came up with the idea of like this little like lookout area to have it be like a painting area, and I put the flowery painting here because it kind of looks as if someone was like painting the flowers in Marty's honey field. Like, look how amazing this looks. Like, I'm so happy with this idea. I had no idea what I was gonna put in this area, so I'm just so happy with the way that it looks. And for this area here, I didn't want to put too many items down. Now that I'm using the swinging bench, I didn't want it to be like a picnicky area. So instead I just put down like a piano bench and then the cinnamon roll tray. So kind of like a little spot that you can sit down after you visited the museum for like a little spot of afternoon tea or something. And I think it looks so cute. And then I put these scattered papers down right by the painting area, kind of like the person who had painted had like made a couple of mistakes, and those are like their throwaway paintings. I think that it looks really cute, and I put that little daisy flower pattern that I have that goes with like the daisy path, and I think that it looks actually extremely cute. And you know me, I love using chill bars, so I try to incorporate them into this build, and I wasn't quite sure how to do so, but then I decided maybe like putting them up against the cliffs from when you first walk into the museum would look really cute, and I actually think that they really do. I ended up putting another one directly below this one on the other side of the cliff. So then I just time traveled to quickly let the trees and a couple more things grow, and we had a campsite villager, and it was Genji, and I love Genji. He's so cute. So we just quickly dropped by and said hello, and then we went back to the build. So for this area, I decided it'd be kind of cute to put like a couple of items down, like to kind of like maybe show that the person who's hanging out here is studying bugs. So I have my little area where you can like paint, and that's kind of connected to the art area of the museum, and then this little area is kind of connected to the insect area in the museum, and I think it's really cute. So I put down just a book and a little ant, and I love that the ants are like in little glass jars. I've had that in my inventory for like quite a long time, like in my storage, and I've been meaning to use it, so I'm actually really glad that I finally got a chance to decorate with an ant. So at this point, most of the flowers and the things have grown in. So I was just kind of going around and moving some things around and fitting the area a little bit better, because I kind of put them down sporadically, and I wanted them to like just kind of look a little bit nicer and neater, and for like the colors to be like varied amongst the flowers. So I was just doing that. can we be real? Like, that jail bar there adds so much to the space, like that with like the Valiant statue. It looks really nice and gives it like that additional height that I was looking for. It's so nice. I love using jail bars. And I wasn't quite sure what I was going to put here next to the cedar tree, and I ended up putting just a little bench with little mom's tea cozy next to it. I kept it really simple. This whole area to the right is actually going to be a build coming up, and I didn't want to like start building too much because this was supposed to be just like a museum build, so I kept it very simple. This might not even stay here, but I just wanted to fill the area up for the time being, and I actually think it's really cute. It's another little lookout area. And then to add a little finishing touch, I put this little yellow portable radio, which I think completes the little areas. It's just so cute, little like finishing touch. And then we were officially finished with the build, so let's go check it out. I'm so in love with the way that this build turned out, and I'm really excited to show you guys the final product, as if you haven't already seen it. Okay, let's start from the outside here. Like I said, we have a little outdoor art gallery, kind of like viewing area, and then we come into the area where the museum is, and then you come over here to this beautiful little seating area, which I think just looks so cute. I could take an afternoon nap here. Alright, then we come over here, we have the little lookout area, the little art area, and the little like bug study, I guess you could call it, insect study. And then the gorgeous little waterfall area I put out, which I think looks really cute. I don't know why I'm laughing here, but I think it looks really adorable. And this is probably my favorite spot of the whole build, which is this little art lookout area. So pretty. And this little area here is really cute too. Alright, that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I know I say this with like every single build, but this is probably one of my favorite builds I've done so far, considering I had no idea what I was doing for this build. I'm extremely happy with the way that it turned out, and I'm glad that I redid it. We'll just pretend like the old build doesn't exist. It doesn't exist whatsoever. So if you guys liked today's video, please don't hesitate to like and let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys, and if you're new to my channel, don't hesitate to subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of the little community that we're growing here on YouTube. So that's everything for today. I hope you guys are all having an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!